Who is your favorite Splash Brother, Steph or Klay? If it's Klay, please accept this moment of silence. Welcome back to The Fumble. I'm your host, Jackie Ray. Make sure you follow me on all things social media at JRayTheFanatic. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Whether you're a fan of the Warriors or not, watching Steph Curry and Klay Thompson on the court is always fun, even if you love to hate them. But sadly, the Splash Brother duo is down to one. Head coach Steve Kerr confirmed Klay is going to miss the entire season, recovering from a torn ACL. Not a surprise to most of us. That injury is a tough one to come back from. It's better to err on the side of caution than to rush back. With Klay's absence, the Warriors say they will plan on leaning heavily on the younger guards, Jacob Evans and Jordan Poole. But to be honest, as long as the Warriors have Steph Curry, you still have to consider the Warriors a contender. Steph is not just great, he is a player who single-handedly changed the way other teams think. I think he is a Hall of Famer right now, and I'm sure most of you feel the same way, so surely a legend like Michael Jordan would recognize Steph's greatness as well, right?
So Steph Curry shouldn't be offended when he watches this.
I hope not. He's still a great player. Not a Hall of Famer yet, though. He's not.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Okay, two things here. Well, maybe three. One, that laugh from Craig Melvin from The Today Show is the perfect response to that comment. No shade, but is that a bottle of tequila they're drinking? I'm going to assume they had to fill that bottle back up before they did this interview. And three, we are probably overreacting. Just a little. He did say that Steph should not be offended because he is a great player and that he is not a Hall of Famer yet. But seriously, what does Steph need to do at this point to win over the great Michael Jordan? Well, for one, Steph probably needs to play the game with MJ. Jordan's not a Hall of Famer comments came after Melvin asked him if he would stick to the comments he made 6 years ago when he said he would select Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson, Hakeem Olajuwon, and James Worthy to play with him in a pickup game. Jordan said, quote, "I'm going with who I know. Every single night, their responsibility is to go out there and represent greatness every single night." Well, at least we know what Jordan's standards are, so now is the perfect time for Steph to make Jordan's pickup list. Because this whole season is now Steph's responsibility, and he knows it. Steph said, quote, "In years past, maybe I have an inefficient game, don't shoot the ball well, get a couple of assists, or whatever. We may still win that game because we have experience and talent and whatnot. This year, if I, for lack of a better term, the bed, it's gonna be really hard for us to win games. So I accept that challenge for sure and understand what kind of player I need to be." If I can paraphrase MJ, sounds like Steph just said, challenge accepted. But let's not forget, MJ doesn't have much say who gets on the Hall of Famer ballot. And while we all think MJ is one of the greatest to ever do it, do any of us agree with him on this statement? One Twitter user said, "MJ is a GOAT as a player. He's an abysmal owner and obviously an even worse evaluator of talent. If Steph retired today, first ballot Hall of Famer, period." Another user said, "Michael continues to show his lack of knowledge about players of this generation. Remember, he drafted Kwame Brown, so player evaluation, not his gift. Hashtag nonsense." And I agree with Ben Godfrey, who said, "Steph is arguably as transformative as MJ was. Mike's just jealous." I don't know about the jealous, maybe a little tipsy. I do want to see if MJ changes his tune if the Warriors make it to the finals this year. But for those of us here in LA, we are gonna go with what Magic says. Everyone, relax. We know Steph Curry is a future Hall of Famer. Michael Jordan couldn't say it because he would get fined by the league. That sounds right. And that is why Magic made MJ's pickup list. He knows his responsibility, and today, his responsibility is decoding MJ's rhetoric. Fumble fam, if there is anyone among you who thinks Steph Curry is not a future Hall of Famer, please let us know why in the comments below. We all need a good laugh on this Injury Tuesday. All right, guys, until next time, I'm Jackie Ray, and thanks for watching The Fumble.